So find either a comfortable seat, or you could come to your back if you're feeling at all fatigued or depleted in any way. And just spend a few moments in your seat or on your back or on your side. Just spend a few moments really settling and feeling the support of the earth beneath you. So really, really dropping into your seat. And just to allow your breath to be easy, unlabored. And then an invitation just to touch the skin on your body. So you might touch the back of your hand with your fingers very lightly, or if you have short sleeves on, or you could touch your arms, the skin on your arms, or if you have shorts on your legs. Just connect to the outer part of your body, touching your skin lightly. And then you can take your hands to your lap if you're sitting, and feel your legs. Connect your hands to your thighs and feel your thighs on the earth. And then if you're not on your back already, go to your back on the floor. And here you could start with stillness or start with movement, either way, but just feel now the heaviness of your body. So you might be in a position of comfort, you might be in a kind of a shavasana shape, or you might be wiggling around, but feel your bones on the floor. Feel the heaviness of your bones. And just spend a couple minutes, take a couple minutes before I guide, and delight in the matter of your body, the heaviness of your bones, the way you're resting on the earth, whether you're still or you're moving. Allow just whatever comes up, whatever feels like, oh, I need that right now. I need to stretch long, or I need to twist from side to side. Just allow that to happen. You might even move from your back to your side and the other side to your belly. Especially if you don't have your mat out yet, just take up all the space you can. And then let's all bring knees into our chest, Apanasana. Take a couple of breaths here, really feel the hip flexors engaged. Spread the lower back wide, feel some broadness in your lower back. Rest your hips down towards the earth. And then keep the left leg in and extend the right leg long. And just move back and forth, flexing and extending through the right hip, right knee, and right ankle. And then switch right knee into your chest. You could hold it with your hands if you want or not. And straighten the left leg and then flex everything back in. So extending through the leg and then flexing at ankle, knee, and hip. Bringing your left knee in towards your chest. And then both legs up towards the ceiling. Point your toes towards the ceiling. And then bring both knees in like you're gonna, and flex at the ankles, flex at the knees like you're gonna step onto the floor. Extend through your legs, point your toes away, and then bend and pull the knees in. So both legs doing the same thing. And the legs could be up pretty perpendicular to the floor, or they may be pressed away, which is going to take a little bit more lower abdominal strength. You choose. And then take the soles of your feet back to the floor really wide now, wider than the space of a mat, and let your knees fall back and forth. You could be spontaneous here and hold on one side, or you could just move in a vinyasa. The next time your knees fall over to the left, bring your right knee over to meet your left knee and bring your hands together. So you're sort of like in a little bit of a folded position. And then inhale and straighten everything out. So you're on your side body, straighten everything out, sort of a little balance there. And then bring everything back together on the exhale. Inhale, top arm up, top leg up, and roll right over to the other side. And then inhale, reach everything long. Exhale, bring everything back together. Inhale, top arm, top leg. Just roll right over to the other side. Inhale, you'll straighten everything out. Don't worry if you fall over. Exhale, bring it back together. And that's the little vinyasa. Do a few just like that. Think maybe of dancing on the floor here. Really just allow it to be super fluid for you. Super supportive. Do one more on each side and we'll meet back in a position of comfort. And then stretch both legs long, pull your toes back towards your shins, reach your arms away. Feel the support of the earth beneath you. And just make a couple of big sweeping motions with your arms. So bring your arms back behind your head. And then like big snow angels, just bring the hands back down to the sides of your body. So you'll reach your arms up towards the ceiling and back behind you. And then the back of the hands will sweep along the floor as you bring your arms back alongside your body. Good. And then resting your arms in sort of a Y position, draw your right knee out to the right and your right foot up towards the center of your groin. And then lift your right knee towards the ceiling and slide your leg back to straight. Just a couple of rounds like that, working in the right hip. So bend your right knee and slide the right knee out to the side, lifting the right knee towards the ceiling and press your leg straight. And go to the left side and do the same thing. Knee out to the side, knee up towards the ceiling, and then straighten your leg back out. And especially, this might be a little challenging if you're on your sticky mat here, but if you're on some carpet or blanket, it'll be a little easier. Good. And then come back to the Shavasana shape. Engage both legs. Now bend through your right knee and place your right foot to the inside of your left leg, like you're in Vrksasana. Now, very specifically here, don't allow the right foot to rest on the floor, because if you think about standing in Vrksasana, tree pose, your right foot will not be to the back side of your leg. It'll be right in the center seam. So you might have to reach up and take your foot and put it in the right place against your straight leg, against the left leg. But really take the time to press it right into the center line of your leg. And then come back down. So my right knee is hovering a bit off the floor. Firm your left leg, pull your toes back towards your shins. There's the standing posture. There's the Tadasana leg. Right foot presses into the inside of the left leg. Left leg is firm. Feel the work it takes to do this in this position, in this supine position. Take a couple of breaths. And then release and let your right leg go long, and you might just shake your legs or move your feet back and forth a little bit, and we'll try the other side. So firm the right leg and bring the left knee out to the side and press your left foot. You might have to sit up a little bit and work it with your hands, but get your left foot right to the inside of your right leg. Again, you don't want your foot resting on the floor, because that is not what we would be doing if we were standing up. Imagine you're standing up here. So right leg is firmed, pull your toes back towards your shins, and press your left foot into your leg. Vrksasana, Supta Vrksasana. Just means we're lying on our back and doing the shape here. Feel the work of the left leg, the right leg. One more full breath. And release. Let your legs go long, and just take just a side to side, like you're shearing one hip up towards the ceiling and then the other. Just a little rocking in your hips. And then we'll cross at the ankles. And here you can try this, and if it doesn't work for you, you can roll to one side and use your hands to press up. But see if you can rock, get some momentum, rocking tail to shoulders until you can rock right up to a seat without using your hands. Great. And then we'll take our block and come into Virasana on the block. So hero pose, and we'll use the block. This widest setting is what we'll set our sit bones on. If for some reason this doesn't work in your body, you can go to Sukhasana. And now with your hands resting on your thighs, a few cat-cows here. So inhale and arch your back and reach and stretch through the collarbones. You could lift your gaze, and then on the exhale, let your hands slide towards your knees, round your back. Tuck your chin into your chest. Inhale and exhale. Same thing we do when we're in table, but we're just doing this without resting on our hands. So feel where you're connected to the earth. That would be through the shins and your seat. Even though you're sitting on a block, you're still connected to the earth through the block. And part of today, part of this week will be to have an awareness of what it's like when we take something, we change something. So we're not outsourcing the work to our hands, say, and hand balancing, but we're using our core more, we're using some other parts of the body, just an awareness there. You can come back to neutral now and just inhale the arms up and back through center. Now, I'm going to turn sideways for just a second because we've worked a lot on this arm position. You could go to this first and press the palms away. Inhale, the palms press back, and then exhale, the arms come out to T with the thumbs up, palms up, and then together. Right, so you could also go through it a little quicker if you wanted, but we really want to get this external rotation in the arms as we bring our arms up overhead. So just a few rounds here. And then rest your hands again in your lap. Take your left fingertips to the floor. Inhale your right arm up and over. Exhale brings it over. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, drop your right hand to the floor, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale over. And go at a speed that works for you. And see if you can close your eyes and just get a rhythm, like something swaying in the wind. Or maybe like a child would be playing. A couple more to each side. Keep grounded through your sit bones, through your shins. And then bring your fingertips to your shoulder tops. And bring your elbows towards one another, trying to touch the elbows and then behind you. I like to go inhale back and exhale, elbows towards one another. But you might do it in the opposite breath pattern. And so the elbows, we're trying to bring the elbows towards one another, maybe touching. And then reverse the direction. and release. Now you could come off your block, but leave it handy. And now we'll come to having our feet. We're going to take one leg back and so one leg is kind of in Virasana and the other leg in Sukhasana. Okay, so sort of have a, you could think of it as a 90-degree angle. Probably will be a little tighter than 90 degrees. And we're going to try this without the hands. So you'll rest back on your sit bones and then switch the position of your legs. So you'll sit on your sit bones, kind of lift the feet and switch. Good. Now, with your right leg bent in Virasana and your left leg in Sukhasana, so the feet are over to the right, can you rock onto your left shin bone and press yourself up without using your hands? And then drop back to your seat. So it helps if you bring your hands forward. Okay. And just try that a couple times. Bring the hands forward. And see if you can come up onto, good. And then the next time you lift up, take the left leg and scoot it back more like a kickstand. Shift your weight left and extend your right leg long. I'll try to get in the frame here. Good. Now we're in the gate pose. So without the block if possible, and just really grounded through the feet and the legs, inhale, sweep right arm up and over. And then inhale back and come into the other direction. And again, just move back and forth with this in a way and a speed that feels right for you. One more time in each direction. And then hands to hips. Now take the straight leg, the right leg, and bring it forward. So you're in proposal pose. And now inhale, reach both arms up. And exhale, left hand to left hamstring. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, right hand to left hamstring. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand to left hamstring. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to left hamstring. Inhale, sweep up. Okay, now you can bring your hands to your hips. That'll be a little easier than arms straight up. We're going to curl the back toes. You can press into your front leg, or you could try to press up to crescent lunge without pressing into your leg. Lift the back hamstring towards the ceiling, and then inhale, sweep the arms up. Now we'll drop the hands to our sides, reach the hands back, lean the body forward, and step into Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, come into a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, just take your hands to your shins or your thighs and reach the crown long. And exhale, fold. Sweep the arms up into chair. And then hands to hips, set your hips back and reach your right foot back, crescent lunge on the other side. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, drop the right knee. And inhale, reach fingertips towards the ceiling. And now we're on the other side. Exhale, right hand to the right hamstring. Inhale. Exhale, left hand to the right hamstring. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right hand to the right hamstring. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, left hand to the left hamstring. Inhale, both hands up. And now come back to proposal pose. Shift your left foot around, left leg around. So now you're in gate on the other side. Inhale to sweep the left arm up and over, the right hand. You can keep the circuit closed by just pressing your hand against your thigh. Inhale, sweep up and over, make connection, left hand to left leg. Inhale, back. There we go. Back and forth here in a rhythm that feels nice to you. Holding. If you have a spot where you want to hold, decide that you want to hold, or just flowing back and forth. And we'll come back to center. We'll bring that left leg forward again. Okay, so here we are back in proposal pose. Turn the back toes. We're going to try to step up. This side might be easier for you than the other side. Okay, so front leg is bent, back leg is straight and strong. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, draw your hands forward, shift your weight forward, and step into Tadasana. Okay, and now if you want to, if you haven't had your mat, sticky mat, you could have your sticky mat or not. Be prepared for a future class with no sticky mat. But here we go. So now from Tadasana, just find grounding through your feet. Feel the solid floor beneath you. Great, and then we're going to take the right foot and reach it forward, pointing our toes. So you're balancing on your left foot. If you need to shift yourself so you have some wall space for balance, you can do that. Otherwise, circle through your right foot. And then your left foot. So now we've moved from a lot of support through the legs, through the back, moving from the floor to the knees, and now just standing on one foot. Big change. Flex and point your right foot. Good. Now point your right foot, but pull your toes back. I'm actually going to have to step to the middle of my mat. Sorry, I should have cued that. You kind of want to be in the middle of your mat. So point your toes away, or extend your ankle, right ankle. Now pull just your toes back towards your shins, Barbie feet. And as you step to the ball of that foot, bring the heel of the back foot up. Okay, so you're on the toes, both heels are lifted. Inhale, bend your knees, reach your arms up. Exhale, Extend the legs and press up. Arms come to your side. Inhale, reach your arms up, reach away, and set your hips down. So bend your knees. And then exhale, straighten your arms and come up on your toes. Okay, a couple more times. Super bouncy, fun move. Working the feet. Take your time. You'll inhale, the arms will come up. You'll bend through the knees and drop your hips. And then on the exhale, press the arms down towards the earth, fingers towards the earth, and straighten through your legs. One more time. And then you can drop your heels, take your feet together, move a little bit through your hips, and we'll try the other side. So again, you could start with the balancing against the wall, and you'll just have to take your hand away from the wall for the last part, but point the left toes and move, make some circles through that foot. Both directions, circling the foot around. And then you'll flex and extend, flex and extend, flex and extend. Extend through your ankle. Now pull your toes back towards your shins. So we call those Barbie feet, or it's a sort of a halfway, right? Then I'm gonna step onto the ball of that foot and lift the back heel. So I'm on, both heels are lifted. Got a little bend in my legs to start. And then on the inhale, sweep my arms up and drop my knees down towards the mat. Exhale, press up. Inhale. Exhale. You could take the breath in the opposite direction as well. This just works for me in my body. The inhale, lifting and extending through the arms, drawing length through my back, and then the exhale, sort of pulling my belly in as I straighten up. Heels are lifted. And let's do one more. Step the feet together now to the front of your mat, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, fold through center. Halfway lift, hands to shins. Reach the crown of the head away from the tail. And then drop your hips, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Take your weight into your right foot and drive your hips back and step back, warrior one. Inhale to reach the arms up and away. Exhale, settle. Feel the support of the floor. Straighten through the back leg and draw that back heel down into the floor. Inhale, press your palms away from you, behind you. And then exhale to reach the arms out to the T and up over your head. Inhale to reach fingertips towards the ceiling. And exhale, sweep your arms behind you, lean forward, come up onto your right leg, lift your left leg. Draw your left knee in towards your chest, strengthen the standing leg. Hands could be on your hips, heart center, or touching a little wall space for balance. See if you can draw your left knee in a little closer without collapsing. Strength of the hip flexor. And then return both feet, Tadasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold through center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Drop the hips back, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Get your weight into your left foot and drive your hips back, step your right foot back, warrior one on this side. Reach the outer back heel down towards the floor, straighten the back leg. Inhale, press your palms away from you, arms down, palms away. Exhale, out to the side, thumbs up, palms up, reach up. Inhale, reach the ring finger up towards the ceiling. And exhale, reach forward, lean forward, press into the standing leg and lift the opposite leg, right leg now. Arms reaching down, grounding through that standing leg. Can you bring your right knee in a little closer to your chest without collapsing? So keep the strength in the standing leg. Bring the right leg in a little closer. Good, and then release right foot to the floor. Take a resting breath here into Tadasana. One full breath cycle. Inhale as you bend your knees slightly, small chair, just a baby chair here. Take your weight into your right foot. Drive your hips back, step your left foot back, warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Straighten the back leg. Really put your weight in the outer back heel. And then release your hands to your sides. Turn your back foot and open your hips up towards the long edge of your mat. Open your stance slightly. Now, front leg, if you're dipped into that hip, can you lift that hip? Front hip, lift the front hip. It's my right leg. Lift that hip. Maybe open your stance even more. And then reach the arms out, warrior two. Let's inhale, bring the front leg to straight, hands above, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, and exhale, just vinyasing here, little vinyasa here with warrior two legs. And then we'll stay in the warrior two. Lift the front hip. So really press into the back leg, press into the back heel, and lift the front hip. See if you can get your upper body to come straight out of the hips. Take your palms and press them behind you. And then turn your thumbs up towards the ceiling, your palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach the front arm. Exhale, come back, exalted warrior. Inhale, sweep the top arm up. Bring the back arm to meet the front arm like you're holding the sun. So arms are out in front of you. Inhale, sweep back up. And exhale, land back in exalted warrior. Inhale, sweep the top arm up. Then reach over like you're gonna go to extended side angle, but the arms are both extending out and you're holding the sun or the moon or a beach ball. Inhale, let's just move with that. Back and forth a few times. Let your breath contain the movement. Good, and we'll meet with the arms forward. Bring your hands to heart center. Straighten through the front leg. Turn both feet. Line your feet up parallel to one another and parallel to the short edge of your mat. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, as you fold, you're going to interlace your hands behind your back and bring your arms off your shoulder, your shoulders away from your ears, arms off your back body. Inhale, slight bend through the knees as you reach the arms up. Maybe a back bend feels okay for you there. And exhale, as you fold, bring your hands to your lower back and reach your arms off your back. Take your time, because this upward movement and downward movement can make some people quite dizzy. So take your time as you fold. We'll meet in the forward fold with arms off our back, hands interlaced if possible. And then hands to hips. Slide your hands down your legs, the outside of your legs, and just take your ankles. Reach the crown of your head away from your sacrum. And then hands to hips, press into your feet and come up. Turn the left foot out, right heel out, coming into warrior two legs on the opposite side. Lift the front hip, lift the front hip. So you might have to open your stance, and you really want to drive the back heel down. So we're not tilted like so, we're not tilted, but lift that front hip. Keep the hips level as possible with one another. And then we'll vinyasa here. So inhale, bring the arms together above your head, and exhale, drop down through the strength of the legs. Feel the connection with your feet, but try not to tip the front hip, which is the left hip now for me anyway. Try not to tip that hip down. Yeah. We'll meet in the strong warrior two. Inhale, press your palms back behind you. Exhale, turn your thumbs up towards the ceiling, your palms up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulders move down the back slightly. Then inhale to reach the front palm forward, and exhale back into exalted warrior. Inhale, sweep the back arm up, and exhale, flow forward, reaching your arms forward like you're holding something between your hands. And then you'll inhale back up, exhale, back hand to the back leg, and come into exalted warrior. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, sway forward. Now do this at your own speed in a way that feels skillful for you without compromising your legs. So keep the integrity and the strength in the legs as you flow back and forth between these two shapes. We're going to meet with the arms forward. And then hands to hips, straighten the front leg, heel toe your feet a little closer, turn your heels in and your toes out. Inhale, straighten through your legs, and exhale, drop into goddess. Inhale, straighten through the legs, reach the arms up, and exhale, drop into your knees and drop into goddess. Inhale, and exhale. Couple more rounds. Feel your matter, feel your bones, heavy when you need them to be heavy, and light when you need them to be light. Last time, we'll hold into the goddess. We'll sit into the goddess and bring hands to the thighs. And you can reach the right shoulder around and forward and left one back, and then reach the left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. And just move back and forth in this way. A little twist as you move back and forth. And coming back to center, we'll inhale, reach the arms up straight and through the legs, heel toe your feet together, and release arms to your side in Tadasana. Take a full 2 breaths here in Tadasana. Okay, with or without the mat now, up to you. We're gonna do some balancing, so some more balancing, I guess we'll say. So bring your weight into your left foot and really spread your toes. Really find the tension in that leg, so you pull muscle to bone. And keep the hip lifted as you rest your right foot on your left foot against your calf, or like we did on the floor, against your thigh. And if you have a little wall space to help you get started, firm the standing leg. Press the other foot into the standing leg. Keep the toes relaxed. And then hands can do what hands want to do. If you fall out, just start it over. Been a lot of falling out of balance this year. Hopefully that's a lesson we've all taken to heart and just start over again. We are adaptable creatures. Release. And take your hips around in a couple of, well, there's only 2 directions. One direction and the other direction. Just loosen up through the standing leg, and let's try the other side. So spread the toes wide, spread through. Feel all 4 corners of your foot in the standing leg. And then really engage the standing leg and rest the other foot on top of your foot into your calf or into your thigh. Bring your hands into your own expression. Feel the engagement in your core. If you come out, just start over. Release that foot, feet wide as your hips, moving in one direction through your hips and the opposite direction. And then we'll bring feet together in Tadasana. Palms forward. Can you close your eyes here and stack the back of your head over the sacrum? Back of the head lined up with the back of the sacrum. Shoulders back, but not pinched tightly on the back. Palms are forward, arms are relaxed, legs are engaged. But as we've been playing with this effort and ease from the center, do you have the fluidity for natural breath? Allow your breath to be easy. So not too rigid. You're stable, but you're not rigid. Inhale to sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold through center, hands to heart center. Without touching the floor, inhale, halfway lift. And then from here, separate your feet and drop down into a squat. You can sit on the floor, or you can be in the squat with the elbows pressing against the knees pressing against the elbows. Line your feet up with the angle of your thighs. So for most of us, our thighs are going to be out slightly. Line your feet up with the angle of your thighs. And then from here, reach the arms forward. Reach the arms forward and rock forward. Now press yourself up. Take your time, you might be a little dizzy. Bring hands to your sides. Take your time. Take your time. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold through center. All the way down into the squat again. Okay, now you could play with this. You can stay in the little squat, or you can try to sit. Reach your arms forward as you come off your booty and press yourself up. Take your time. Release your hands to heart center. And release your hands to your sides. Okay, I'll do that one more time. We'll do that one more time. If you want to watch to see what I was doing, if it didn't make sense. And we're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, and exhale. As I fold, I'm bending my knees, and I'm coming all the way down into a squat. And then either from the little squat, I'm going to reach forward, lean forward, and stand up, or I'm going to try it from my seat. So from my seat, I reach my arms forward, I get my butt just off the floor, and then I press up. And release hands to heart center. And this time we'll come all the way to the floor. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center as you squat and come all the way down. Take the back of your legs with your hands and slowly release yourself to the floor. Now, if you found that you just couldn't live without a downward dog or a table, go for it. And then we'll come to resting on our backs on the floor. Arms really out into a T, the legs wide. You can move your hips one side to the other, or your feet one side to the other, and just loosen up in the hip joint. You might like a figure 4 here, or any kind of twist to finish. But again, come back to feeling the heaviness of your bones as you rest on the earth. Feeling the support of the earth and allowing your body just to move in a way that feels really delightful to you. As we come towards the finish of practice. In particular, if you felt like there was a lot of core work without lengthening through the upper body, which is what downward dog really does for us. You could lie on your back and just really feel length through your back. You might start with the knees bent, really lengthen through your spine, rest your knees together, or go for legs straight in Shavasana. And once you find your resting position where you're alert but relaxed, close the eyes down. Appreciate the matter and the solidity of the matter that we are housed in. Our temple is what keeps us on earth, right? Gravity, the matter. This is what keeps us grounded. Can you let everything just drop to the earth? Melt to the earth. Perhaps you might rest your hands on your belly and feel the connection to your center, to your core. As you rest on the center, the earth, the core that we all share. Sliding your hands maybe a little further up your chest to your heart center. Offering gratitude. Gratitude to yourself that really wants to make the effort to get up in the morning or come to the mat in the evening after a full day and practice and be together. And deepest gratitude to the other people in your life who make this possible, even if you live alone. Soften the muscles on your face. Between your brow. Let go of any mental grasping. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace to all. May the merit of our practice encourage all beings to unveil that hidden brilliance that lies within our divine birthright. Stay as you are. Shine brightly today, my friends. Shine brightly.